Hello people, it's Solomon here, and today we're going to talk about some of the stuff going on in the United States of America. The Supreme Court Justice nomination hearing, Brett Kavanaugh, Dr. Christine Blasey Ford. It's just ridiculous. Ridiculous how the whole system is overturned because people don't want to actually sit down and use their critical thinking faculties. I look at the whole situation. Somebody comes out after Brett Kavanaugh's been nominated. The hearing's gone on for how long? And then she comes out and says, he assaulted me when I was 15. Where did it take place? Nothing. I can't remember. When did it take place? Oh, first of all, it's the mid-80s, then it was early 80s. Confusion. How did you get there? No recall. How did you get back? No recall. How many people? In 2012, she gave met a therapist and gave a statement to a therapist. It said 4 people. Now it's 2 people. Then she didn't mention Brett Kavanaugh's name. Now she says it's Brett Kavanaugh. Now the whole thing just smells and stinks of deceit, manipulation, and a propagandization of the American people. That's what I see from over the pond here in Britain. It's just completely ridiculous. Generally, the rule is you're innocent until proven guilty. The onus of proof, the burden of proof lies on the accuser, not on the accused. But it's just like an overturn of the entire justice system. I'm just watching, and I cannot believe the stuff that I'm listening to from people that are supposed to have been lawyers, attorneys, attorney generals in their respective states before coming to the Senate and being on the Senate Judiciary Committee. Listen to Cory Booker, listen to Kamala Harris, listen to all these people, and they lie and lie and lie. And you know what? If it were not for the fact that it's a Supreme Court Justice nomination hearing, none of this would get the attention that it's getting. Because if it was actually true, and I do not believe her for a minute, I think that Christine Ford's testimony during that hearing, I think that was just a sham, that was just acting all through. That was pretense. All that 5 years, I didn't know all that, I find that completely irritating. Now, some people may say, okay, so you're being very insensitive, you're acting like you're just a man or whatever. I really don't care. Truth of the matter is this: it's lies, lies upon lies, smearing somebody's character. That's character assassination, and it's completely unmoral. It is wrong, it's evil. I mean, this guy has been there in the public office for how long? He's been a judge for over 12 years. He's been in public office under Bush, under how many in the White House? There have been 6 investigations, FBI investigations into him. Not a whiff. And it's just so reminiscent of what they did to Trump. So, I just look at the whole thing as a sham. Because all the Democrats are trying to do. In fact, right now, I think I've decided to sign on to their new pseudonym. Okay, they've got 2 pseudonyms. One is the Demorats, and the other one is the Party of Crime, according to Trump in his rally in West Virginia. Now, I think, and I believe very strongly, based on all the evidence and facts that have been laid out, that all this is just delay tactics, just so they can get to the midterms, push it so they can put him on court before the midterm elections, hoping that they will actually get to win in 2020 and then have control, and then they can actually put their candidates on the Supreme Court. Has nothing to do with women's rights. It has nothing to do with sexual assault. That's just a thing Democrats always bring out, the left always brings out when they cannot win on the arguments of facts and evidence. Facts and evidence. If you make an accusation or an allegation, you need to provide a time to the police, and provide the location for them to be able to open up an investigation. She didn't do that. She didn't do that in Maryland. She hasn't done that all these years. 36 years from high school. She was 15 then. Allegedly, she was 15 then. Brett was supposed to be 17. And now if Brett is 54. So we'll assume she's 52. And all that while, meanwhile, now please, help me out here. If it was actually genuine, yeah, if it was actually true, if she had actually been traumatized by Brett, would she not have said so to her husband? Would she not have said so to her parents? Where are her parents and her husband in this matter? Did you see them in the hearing? Did you see them coming out to support? Where are her friends that are supposed to support her in this matter? Nothing, because nobody believes her. Everybody knows that it's a lie. It's lies, lies, lies. If something happened to her, traumatizing her, possibly, but it had nothing to do with Brett Kavanaugh. So I just find the whole situation really despicable, an outrage and a sham, a complete overturning of justice. The Senate nomination process, that whole thing has a procedure that is followed. I like what Lindsey Graham said. He said, look, if you want to choose judges, then you need to win elections. Democrats lost the election, so they should get over it. It's Trump's nominee. They won. They choose the nominees, and you guys just vote. End of story. All of you have declared, all the Democrats declared from the beginning, including Chuck Schumer, that they will fight Kavanaugh's nomination with everything that they've got. Well, we can see everything they've got. It's usually the usual. They call you racist, homophobic, whatever else, all the different names, Nazi. Well, that doesn't work. Final Hail Mary, as usual, is sexual assault. And that is a disgrace, because at the end of the day, it makes people that actually really have suffered sexual assault and rape, real victims, it makes a farce of their pain. Now you can't tell me, I'm a guy, but I have sisters. You can't tell me that if you're raped or sexually assaulted, that you cannot remember what happened. It's a traumatic event. It's seared into your memory. You can remember when, you can remember who, you can remember the faces, you can remember the smells. She can't remember anything. And you know why she can't remember anything? Because an attempt for her to say a time, a place, would actually narrow it such that there can actually be a concrete investigation, and the investigation would now show that it's a lie. So to avoid the perjury trap and pitfall, that's why it's left open. Completely ridiculous. This is just a sham, and I really can't wait for Brett Kavanaugh to be confirmed as a Supreme Court Justice, because you know what? After this dealings that he has suffered, the smearing of his life, his reputation, over 33 years of building that reputation, his family, the stresses and emotional trauma he's been put through with his children, I do not think that on that court he's going to take allegations without corroborating evidence lightly. No, I don't. Because now he has suffered personally from this kind of smear campaign. So, Democrats, you sowed the wind, you will reap the whirlwind. And for your own time, if your time comes again and you're in power, when you bring your nominees, get ready to get your own share of the same treatment. Because Republicans won't forget. Well, that's all I've got to say about the Brett Kavanaugh situation. Solemn note to hear.